Hi, I'm Anthony from Learning to Play the Guitar. In this video I'm going to show you how to play Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran. So the chords in the verse and the chorus of the song are D, but we're not going to do the whole D triangle. We're just going to use, for the start anyway, just the fourth, third and the second string, which it's all fingerstyle of course in the song. So it's just these three strings, and the trick with this chord as well, at the very beginning, the first chord to hear, is there's a little hammer on. So this finger's going to be open string and then hammer on here onto the second fret. So you pluck three strings and hammer on, so, and again, that gives you a little bit of spiciness to it, if you like. So that's the D. The second chord is D/F sharp, which means D with F sharp on the bass. And a common way of grabbing this note here is with my thumb, obviously, as I'm leaning over the top of the neck, very sort of rock and roll way of doing things. So the next chord is this. So in this case, the thumb will move over here, and fingers 1 and 2, or P, I, M, index and middle index and middle fingers will pluck these two strings here that you can see over here. So we've got, that's the second chord. So the first thing was this D with the hammer on, my thumb is here. Then it's going to move over there and grab the F sharp in the bass. Following that chord, we're going to do G. So normally you can hit G with all three fingers, but in this case, because we're not going to pluck the fifth string or the first string, I'm just going to use one finger, second finger here on the third fret on the sixth string, and thumb will grab this string, and then I, M, A, the other 1, 2, 3 fingers here will pluck these strings, the fourth, the third and the second. So we've got that chord, that's G. So we now have D, D, F sharp, G, and then the last chord in the verse/chorus part is just an A. So normally you can do A with three fingers or one in the middle and surrounding it. In this case I'm just going to be using one finger A, because it's going to help with a little lick at the end of this phrase. So the first finger here is squishing down those three strings, which is the fourth, third and the second string, and plus I'm going to have my thumb playing the A note in the bass here. So again, the three fingers doing their job over here, as you can see. So in total, verse/chorus chords, we've got the D thing, D, F sharp, the G, and then one finger A, which all the middle strings being plucked there. So there's also a little lick at the end for the intro. One reason why I'm using it, as I said before, the one finger A, is this little lick here. So basically we're plucking the third string, the G string here, underneath there, and then I'm going to hammer on, pull off on that string. So it's like a little triplet. So 1, 2, 3. So it's a pluck, hammer, pull off. So flicking down to get that to ring back when my first finger's holding its position back there, and then the extra note is over here, which is plucked on the D string, which is an F sharp there on the fourth fret. So that's the end of the phrase. So you've got A, then hiding in the end there. So being a fingerstyle song, there's no guitar pick used in the tune, so it's all plucking with the fingers here. So the fingers that are used on the plucking hand is the thumb, index, or middle finger and ring finger, or P, I, M, A, as it's called in sort of classical guitar school. So the idea is also this percussive whack in between a lot of the chords as well. So apart from just plucking chords, there's a bit of a whack. So in terms of the plucking technique, always think of trying to get like a thumb up sort of hand shape here, with the thumb's going to stick out and pluck the bass notes, and these other fingers here are going to pluck, but more from underneath. So in this angle I'm trying to show, you can see the thumb plucking on the side here as it's sticking out, and these other guys are sort of actually pulling the strings up in a sense, a bit like the claw as it's sometimes called. So versus sort of plucking like that, where it's very hard to get good control of the fingers, it's more this sort of angle. So as you can see, I just did a little D chord percussive whack here. So the idea of that is that the sound of the whack is actually the strings bashing down on the frets of the guitar, which is a bit like slap bass, which is that sort of effect. So we're basically going to pluck, and when I whack, actually, you can see I'm not pulling my fingers out. I'm actually holding that shape. So I'm ready to pluck again. And so the idea of that whack is actually on the 2 and the 4 of the bar in terms of a beat. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and it gives that. Basically, that's where the snare drum will be on, like in a rock beat. It's filling in that snare drum gap. So it's a way of adding percussion if you're just doing it like a solo guitar tune, which is a very effective way of giving more groove to something, especially in a finger style. So in the tune, there's a lot of that as a whack going on. So let's do it again, just so you can sort of see what's happening here in slow-mo. So this is the D, D F sharp, G, A. So then all together the verse rhythm sounds like this. I'll do it slowly a couple of times. So in the chorus of the song, the rhythm is basically the same as the verse, except we're deleting that little lick at the end of the verse and just doing a whack, so it's much easier actually. So it's the same thing really. And round and around. So it's also the same for the verse actually, where the drums come in as well. But you can throw it in that little lick if you like as well, whenever you like really, because it fits. So the pre-chorus chords are E minor. So there's also, we're going to have a bit of a moving bass happening here on these chords. So the first chord anyway, but E minor, plain old 2-finger easy E minor, fingers 1 and 2 over here. So I'm going to start with my thumb on the 6th string, and these 3 guys again on the 4th, 3rd and 2nd string. So the E minor, and then there's a little whack happening in between that, and then I'm going to pluck the 4 middle strings. So I'll just move the bass note to the B over here with my thumb, and then there's no whack, but then there's just a 3-string version of E minor. Just these 3 fingers will pluck that at the end. So you've got E bass, whack, B bass, and then 3 strings there. And the next chord is A. So you can do the 1-finger A, which is quite nice and easy because we're only going to pluck the 4 middle strings again. Plucking them, it's a whack again. D, now moving plain old regular proper triangle D. There, 4 fingers moving over on those strings, and then a little triangle pluck. Next part is E minor again. Whack, move that bass note. The 3-string E minor, just the 1, 2, 3 fingers plucking there, and then A7, which is A with a gap in it, which is one of those things, and A, and a whack, A, middle 4 strings again, and then a little 3-string 1, 2, 3 pluck here on the 4th, 3rd and 2nd string, E minor again. So back to where we started, same E in the bass, the other 3 fingers doing their job again over here. Whack, 4 in the middle together, B in the bass essentially, and then the 3, just the 1, 2, 3 fingers pluck where they were, and 1 finger A, 4 middle strings, and a whack, and then B minor, the bar chord. If you can see that shape there, 4 middle strings again, so same plucking fingers, pluck it again, and now E minor one more time. Onto the end of it is E in the bass, a whack, the B in the bass together. Sorry, no whack there, but you can do it if you like. And then 3 strings there, and then you got an A7. So there's a bit of a strumming here. You can either do a pluck or get a bit more aggressive and do an old thumb strum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that's into the chorus. So here's the pre-chorus with the whack thrown in. Then A, D, E, A7, E, A, B minor, E, and you got your A. So the chords at the end of the chorus, as he does this little rundown, is B minor, again just plucking the middle 4 strings, A, one finger, because again we're just doing the middle 4. Now G, we're going to do G with the D note here on top, so the 3rd finger there on the 3rd fret. There, plucking that bass note with my thumb, and then these 3 strings over here, as you can see, with 1, 2, 3, so 4, 3 and 2 strings. That's the G. Now we've got a D F sharp, thumb over the top, plucking the same strings actually as we just did then. So those guys, hope you can see that. And then E minor. So again, the same strings. And then a quick change to an A7, which means 4 strings in the middle. So the thumb just moves back to A string, and then a little baby D, 3 strings. It's the 1, 2, 3 fingers doing their job. And then A note, boom, whack. So again, we've got B minor, A, G, thumbs moved over, D F sharp, thumb stays the same, E, thumb stays the same, A7, D, A string, whack. So again, the chords are B minor, A, G, D F sharp, E minor, A7, D, A, whack, and then back to the verse. So the rhythm of that, I'll just play it without saying anything now. One more time.